Alright guys, it's Dokkan time, and I just want to make a quick how to build video for a bunch of the new Trunks units that just kind of popped into the game. I wanted to start off with the most important one, in my opinion, and that would be this TEQ Trunks right here. So he's a sub EZA, just remember this. This is a sub EZA to the future Gohan. Now, this Trunks right here is not terrible, but he's not amazing. He's kind of in the middle ground there, which, you know, isn't the most amazing thing, but he does greatly raise his attack and defense on Super. You know, it's a 50% increase. That's decent. Attack and defense 150, nothing out of the abnormal there. He does get an additional attack, defense, and critical hit chance by 25% with each attack formed up to 50%. Now, the thing about this is like, I think this is permanent, or else it would say per turn, or every turn, or something like that. So my assumption is that he gets to keep this 50% as soon as he does 2 super attacks. Which is fine, that's great, that's fantastic. Because he doesn't have any built-in. He doesn't have any built-in additionals. He gets key plus 3 attack and defense 100% when there's an ally who is Gohan Future on the team. Once again, that stacks up pretty nicely. You got 150 here, you got a 50 here, you got 100 here. You get a total of 50 from his super attack. He's got built-in critical if there's an Android or Future Saga enemy. Now that's fantastic and makes me wonder. Okay, we'll keep going. Plus an additional attack plus 100% when there's an enemy who includes Cell. Okay, so let's disregard this right here, because you'll never take it into consideration for the majority of the time you're using it. This right here is what concerns me, is because it's the only part of his kit that is out of the ordinary. He gets a little crit from Dismal Future Link. That's only a 5%. He's automatically performing crits. You see, that's really rough to me, because you can build this guy one of 2 ways. You can build him one of 2 ways. You can either build him to exactly what he's built for, and you only use him when you're fighting an Android, Future Saga, or a Cell unit. If that is the case, do not put in crit. And if that is the case, you should go for additional and dodge. That is straight up what you should go for. Now, if you want to be able to use him outside of normal-esque content, or outside of like future Android content, you're gonna have to think a little bit, because thanks to my boy Halvard over here, he has the defensive calculations for this boy, and he's rocking without support on 1 super attack 340k defense. That's not good enough. Double super, however, and by that I mean, yeah, double super, he's at 547. That's a little bit more respectable. Post super with Gohan on the team, 470. That's not too bad, especially if you consider the base Gohan is supporting allies, so that's probably around a 500k range. And then double super, he's sitting 700 to 800. That's pretty good. Full build up with a Gohan ally, 570, same thing roughly with his 1 super attack, and about, once again, 800 or so on the second super. So the thing here is that you can't take him into overly difficult fights, because these defense numbers just aren't good enough. He would have to double super every single turn on a lot of the content in the game. I think he would be solid as long as he's fighting a Future or an Android-based unit, but does he get any, like, he's not held back by any defense numbers. So, I mean, defensively, he's not terrible. The thing is like, do I want to only use him against Androids and Future Saga, because then he's always critting, and then I can actually properly put in the hidden potential to him? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to use this Trunks specifically to his strengths. And I feel like there's some units in the game that's how you should use them. is play to their strengths. Use them for that. Use this Trunks when you're fighting Dismal Future Red Zone, when you're fighting Future Saga or Android-based enemies, and he will freaking cook. He will cook. So my suggestion is to build a healthy additional and put the rest into dodge. That is my suggestion to this Trunks specifically. Healthy additional, put the rest into dodge, or you can just do vice versa and do full dodge and put the rest into additional. It depends on how you feel about him. I'm going to put in a good amount into his additional and then put the rest into dodge because he's automatically critting. He's automatically critting. You can't go wrong with that. So, moving on to the next unit in here is this Rage Trunks. Now, keep in mind of this, and I'm going to tell you right now, don't put anything into his hidden potential right now. I can give you a guesstimation of how he will look, but here's the thing. With how little all of this looks that you see on the screen, he's only got 100% attack and defense. He's only got another attack and defense, 50% at 9 key or more. He's additional attack and defense plus 50% and allies plus 20% from the start of the turn. And then all of a sudden he loses all of that and then he just gets a solid 100% on the 8th turn. That's just so weird and wonky. I feel like he's getting an easy A. 100% he's getting an easy A. If you really want to put in the hidden potential for him, then this dude right here is just a straight up full dodge unit. There's no reason to give him AA as he's not gaining anything out of it. He doesn't have any built-in crit right now. So go for full dodge and put the rest into crit. He's already going to start with 5 crit. But yeah, go full dodge and then put the rest into crit because he's not doing anything else. That's it. That's it. That's it for him. So full dodge and then rest and crit. Now moving on to the next Trunks on this list. Once again, I have the same feeling. This dude's probably going to easy A, although he's a little bit more respectable. Okay, well, hold on. Let's go back over to my boy Halvard over here. My boy Halvard's got the he's got the stats in here. So that Rage Trunks, yeah, you can see he's pretty crappy. He's gonna easy A. This Trunks, however, has some interesting defense numbers. It's not good by any means. 200k defense is not okay. 100k defense is not okay. Not even for a free-to-play unit. That's not acceptable for a free-to-play unit anymore. I'm sorry, it's not. Not even in normal content. Full build-up, he's only able to hit 337, which is absolutely garbage. So, how should you build this Trunks right here? I think you should wait until until he easy A's along with this Trunks right here in part 3 probably. And once that happens, then you can go ahead and put in the hidden potential. I don't think it'll change, but my assumption is just straight up full dodge. I don't think there's any reason you should think otherwise. I think it should just be a straight up full dodge. He's got built-in crit. He's supporting allies with his domain effect. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't just go full dodge and then put the rest into additional, and that's how you should build him. That's what my assumption is. But yeah, let's move on to the last given unit on here, which is literally in here just for the sake of content in the video, is this Mai, because I haven't covered her yet. But, I mean, she has reduced damage by 20% when performing a super attack. She has built-in additional. She has extra defense and more damage reduction when she's performed 2 super attacks in battle. Up to once within a turn. So you have to regularly be super attacking to get that extra 30% damage reduction. She's supporting super class allies. She's changing key spheres. This is a straight up, no questions asked about it, full dodge build unit. That's all she is. She's full dodge. You can put a little bit more healthiness into her additional if you so choose to try and proc the extra 30% damage mitigation. But the problem I have with this unit is that 30% chance, 30% is such a low number. She could very much throw off the fraud alert alarms. But my assumption is she'll probably still be very solid in a lot of content. So I'm not going to change my mind. She should be pretty much a full dodge unit, full dodge, as much dodge as possible, and then put every other node possible into her additional. She doesn't need crit, she's not here to do damage, she is here to support allies and live. She needs to live, gotta live. So, in conclusion, I mean, we can go over these units again. Full dodge and rest into additional. Full dodge and rest into additional. Say it with me. Full dodge, rest into additional. Well, actually, this one right here. Full dodge, and then put the rest into crit. Unless his super attack changes and gives him defense when he easy A's. And then I would say screw the crit and go ahead and put in the full additional. And then, once again, what's the theme of the video? Yeah, full dodge, and it okay. I'm sorry, it's a terrible joke, but the point is, just about every single one of these units in here is either a full dodge or healthy additional, full additional, or rest into dodge. That is just pretty much it. My suggestion is every unit on here, except for this TEQ Trunks, needs to be full dodge. This TEQ Trunks, go in with a very healthy additional, and then put the rest into dodge. So, anyways, guys, I hope this helped you choose whether or not how you were going to build your TEQ Trunks, your STR Trunks, your Intelligence Trunks, and your STR MAI. Anyways, guys, look forward to the next video. Please leave a comment down below about what you think and what units you want to see how to be built. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and a good night.